So normal change will go through multiple phases or states. So you can call as a state or you can call as a phases also. Right? So both are you can call at any way. Right? So now first one will be new phase, then access, then cab or authorized. Right? Authorized and schedule, implement, review, close and cancel also there. Cancel will happen as we discussed. When do cancel will happen? In case of you felt you created a change, but you felt that change is no more required, correct? So during that time, you can go ahead and cancel it. So when do you can cancel? Before authorize only, you would be able to cancel the change. So before approval itself, you would be able to cancel the change. After approval, you would not be able to cancel the change. So let's go to our instance, correct? So yesterday we were creating one change. Now again we will create a change. Create a change. So when we create a change, we would ask model. What is a model? So as of now, we are trying normal. Okay. So when you want to create a normal change, so there will be a change number automatically it will be generated. So then who's requesting? Okay. Then category. So we have these many categories. So whatever categories which we used in the incident, so same categories will come here also. Okay. But here there is no subcategories, only categories will come here. So some customer may ask that I don't want this category. Can you remove it? Okay. So you can remove it. So there is no mandatory of category to be there in the change only. So now service. So what is service? We all discussed. It's a combination of multiple CIs where one particular service is providing, that is called service. Suppose we talk about email service, correct? Earlier during the CMDB classes, we talk about the email service is a service and SAP enterprise service is a service. And service offering we'll discuss later. So this is not so important. And what is configuration item? So it's a single server or single device, correct? Which is configuration item. You can go ahead and select any of them. So priority, what is priority? We discussed yesterday, correct? So there is a critical, high, low, medium, moderate. So it is again when you want to implement, within what time you want to implement, how priority you have to go ahead and implement, correct? This is about priority. How priority you have to go ahead and risk we discussed. If this change is implementing, how this is going to impact if there is anything goes wrong. Okay, so that is about risk. Now about impact. What is impact? So in case if I change, if I implement this change, how it is going to impact? Is it going to high or medium or low? Correct? So we can go ahead and select. Now what is the model? We discussed that models are three: standard, emergency and normal. Okay, there are three types of model. If you see here, only emergency and normal it is showing here because here only you can select that. So when we are discussing standard change, we will go ahead and discuss what is that, why it is not visible here, correct? So now only you have here standard, normal and emergency. In case of if I select standard, standard change. If I select normal, it is a normal change. If I select emergency, it will be emergency, correct? So it is in new state. Here also you can see, okay, this is called breadcrumbs. Okay, what is that? Breadcrumbs. Normally this header part, this one, the new access. Okay, this is called. Okay, so here new access, authorize, schedule, implement, review, close, and cancel is there. So our model is normal. So let's select normal only. So when I select model as normal, automatically type is becoming normal. So state is new only. So which group it is going to be run, work or execute this change. Okay, who's going to execute, assign to whom, correct? So we discussed about RAM increase for which device? This is CI. For which service? And service. Okay. So we are writing description. Short description is simple description, and description is you can elaborate. So why do you are increasing RAM? All those things you can do that. Okay. So now planning section. So why you are increasing this? To handle present load of the application or system. So implementation plan. First should server insert the RAM slot, check the check the slot is inserted properly, check the server is come up, check the application is come up, test application is working fine now. So these are the steps. These are the steps which we will follow the implementation. Okay, while implementing any change. Now, what is the risk and impact? In case of I implement RAM, so what would be the risk and impact? Impact means if impact is nothing but so in case of during the change, how many people are not able to work, or how many people this application will not work, correct? That is called impact analysis. And also in case of any business impact, like money we will lose, correct? So these all are the things we will write in impact analysis. Risk also in case after inserting the RAM, the server is not coming up because of some issue, correct? That is called risk, where we will highlight application or server may not come up. Okay, we will write. So backup plan. We have taken complete backup before shutting down the server. So this will be, and it can be restored, correct? So that is your backup plan. Then test plan. Test plan is that you can go ahead and write the same thing here. Okay. Check the server has come up, check the application has come up, check the application is working fine. So these are the steps which you will follow it. Now coming back, so when do you are planning to start this change? As we discussed, cab meeting will be every Monday, every Tuesday, or any day. Suppose let's take every Tuesday our cab meeting. Okay. So cab date I will mention every Tuesday is next 4th, correct? So then cab required, which is okay. Then when do I will execute? By 4th I am getting approval. So 5th or 6th or 7th I have to do execution. Let's take 7th is the execution. So during the non-business hours means after 8 o'clock. Consider after 8 o'clock there is no business, okay, for that customer whom we are working. So start time is 8 o'clock and end time is 9 o'clock. Correct? In between 1 hour it is going to happen this change. Or normally it will be at midnight. We all know, correct? So midnight is nothing but 12 to 1, 12 to 3, 12 to 4, 12 to 5. So those things we can manage. Now let's save this change. Okay, let's save means it's a submit. Either you can click submit or save. Now you have a new buttons came up, correct? So you can ask request for approval, you can click conflict calendar, you can update. Okay, some information you can put and update. You can follow up. Okay, you can discuss. Discuss is nothing but you need to discuss more on this change. Okay, or because I am administrator, I am getting a delete one more button. Okay, so others non-administrators will not have a delete button. Okay, only administrators will have a delete button of any change, correct? So now if you see, there are two things which is showing. One is conflict calendar, the other one is schedule assistance. Okay, so what is this schedule assistance? What is this conflict calendar? So let's understand one by one. Okay, conflict calendar is nothing but, so in case of app engine admin team is executing this change, correct? App engine admin team is executing change. So you created a multiple changes. You are planning to implement. Suppose Anjaya is my team, Sadiq is my team. So I have multiple team members. We created three changes. One is RAM increase, one is CPU increase, one is restarting or patching the server. So we are trying to do. I don't know what happened. So suddenly I lost internet and again I'm back. I hope you are able to hear me, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's get into again. So this was our change, correct? So this was our change. Okay, this is the change created and I am in new phase. Now there are two things we need to understand. What is that two things? One is conflict run. And other one is schedule assistance. Schedule assist. So conflict is run is nothing but I told you that so if I have a team members, three team members, I have created a three changes at the same time, same day. Okay. Same time, same day, I have created three changes and I'm trying to execute the change. So what it will do is it will try to help you that you should not be executing same time multiple changes. Any organization will not allow same time to execute multiple changes because something goes wrong, the team will not be able to assist for multiple issues, correct? So you have a major incident manager, you have an incident manager, or you have a change manager, you have a technical team. So if it is one issue is there, so team can support. If it is multiple issues is there, team cannot support for all the issues. So that is where they will try to execute only one time, one change. So the if you run this conflict calendar, what it will say, tool will understand what all are the changes during the same time you are executing. It will help you that there are some changes during the same time. So don't try to do that. Okay. So that is how the change will help you. This conflict run calendar will help you. Okay. So that is one thing. Now schedule assistance, it is a similar one. Okay. It will try to help you. So there is again change in the same time. You should reschedule it to different time. So when you try to click this schedule assistance, it will show you the calendar. Okay. When is this? You have changes, multiple changes. You see here, it will show you in the calendar view which all are the changes you are trying to execute so and so time. Okay. I am not sure. Okay. I hope you are able. So finally, I have connected with my hotspot token. So schedule assist will help. Okay. Will help you to understand if there is any changes with the same time, correct? So that is the main important of benefit by using schedule assistant. Okay, now coming back the other scenario. So let's use the next options. What is the next options? So you have to move to next phase, correct? What is the next phase? From new to access. Let's click request approval. Okay. So because I am administrator, I have a request approval directly. Otherwise, if you are only if you are team lead or manager of this group, they can move from new to access. Suppose Anjay is my team member, he can move only new to access. So now access to authorize only the team lead of this group. Okay. Who's the team lead of this group? The manager of the group can only move from access to authorize because he will be doing verifying you raised whatever you raised a change, verifying the details whether you raised or correctly or not. Okay. So those things will be done by team lead of the group or manager of the group. So now after moving access to authorize, there is a approvals. So who will be approval? CAB approvals will be triggered here. Okay. So now it's again, as we discussed, based on the quorum. Quorum is nothing but how many people has to approve it, the change. So most of the organizations will work. The majority people approves, then automatically this will execute. Otherwise, it will not execute. So that is how it will work. Okay. Now coming back, so new to access to authorize, correct? Now once you approve here, okay, once you approve as a cab members, they will discuss during the cab meeting and they will approve, correct? So after approving, So there are two, three types, correct? One, anyone can approve, or everyone has to approve, or majority people has to approve. Now my workflow is working, anyone has to approve. Now if you see here, there is a workflow is running behind this. Okay. Our flow designer is working. If you see here, flow designer is working. The first phase change to access to authorize, it has come. Okay. So that is how it is coming. So now once I approve from authorize, so it went to schedule. Now whoever is executing this assigned to engineer, correct? He has to move to implement. If you see here, the new button has come, correct? Now if you click this one, implement button, see automatically actual start time has picked up. Okay. So now this one also cab time also become a grayed out. This one it is not grayed out because sometimes you will be keep on changing this planned end time, start time after approval, during the approval. So it is left like that, correct? So now you see start time as automatically captured. Now suppose my implementation is done. Okay. So now what will I do? Implement to review I click. So this review button also, okay, only visible for the manager most of the organizations. It is up to our organization whether we want to do only by manager or anyone can do part of this group, correct? So now when you click review button, so what happens? See, actual end time also came automatically. So now let's see this. When you click review to close, see, this is becoming a mandatory based on UI policies that you need to select whether it is a successful with issues, unsuccessful. Okay. So this is the review will be done by the team lead of this group or manager of this group. Or what is review also? One more name we discussed yesterday, review also called PIR, post implementation review. You need to remember this during your interview. Definitely there will be a question. Okay. PIR, what is a PIR means? Post implementation review. Okay. So we will be done this post implementation review. The guy, whoever is the manager of the group, he will be doing. Our change manager also sometimes do. Okay. If you are implemented successfully, you can write it. Same thing. Implemented successfully and close it. Okay. So now change is complete life cycle is done. From new to access to authorize to schedule to implement to review to closed. This is the life cycle of change. Okay. There are two tasks also created. What is this task? One is post implementation review, one is implementation. So suppose you felt that this change, okay, the RAM increase, server team will do, correct? Suppose you need some other team to help you, correct? You can go ahead and create a task. So that particular team will help you to provide assistance to go to inside server room, or maybe they giving the hardware of CPU or RAM to install in the server. So this is the task you can create and support from other teams. Okay. This is about change task. If you open the change task, how it looks, it's a subtask of change. You see here, this is how it looks, your change task. So configuration item, post plan start time, end time, assignment group, assign to, what is the start description, end description of the change, closer information. Okay. Again, same thing you will be doing it. So that is how it will work. Your change. So this is the life cycle of normal change, guys. I hope I have given clarity. Do you have any doubt till here? Uh, Let me know so that I can clarify, guys. Uh, so we did. Thanks, Sanjay, for going through workflow of complete change, normal change. Let's see one more topic today. Brief about it. Then we will see how it can be, whether we can do practice or not. Okay. So I'll take another 15-20 minutes on that. Okay. So we will do one more. I hope standard change is clear. You need to practice. Just listening and keeping silent will not help you. Okay. So try to practice it. It will help you to create multiple changes. Try to not to fill the fields. Where is the mandatory fields? All those things it will try to come. Okay, so try to do that. Okay, so that you to understand why it is asking mandatory, why it is not asking mandatory. All those things it will come. Right. So now let's we this different. I hope we are clear here. At least say yes or no. Otherwise, it will be too difficulty to understand or not.
Yes, Sam.
Okay. So let's think about discuss about the norm standard change. So what is standard change? We all discussed briefly, right? The standard change is pre-approved, low risk, frequently repeated changes that are documented, established through process means, so during the they will all sit and discuss that this change can go standard change. It has no requirement of every time to come cab meeting and discuss and approve and execute it. It is just it can be done as usually without coming for a further approvals or whatever. Correct. First time they will discuss this these kind of a changes can be executed as standard change. Okay. So we will decide the cab or change advisory board will decide. Okay, decide that this is change has to go to standard change. Okay, so standard change is a pre-approved change, low risk, frequently repeated change, and follows a documented means it is written. Okay, one time approval that these changes can be done through standard change. Okay. So it does not require cap approval for each time because it's already reviewed and approved as a safe. So first time we'll one time review and approve it. Next time onwards, this thing of server monthly uh, Microsoft patches can as a standard change. Increasing memory RAM for server can be standard change. If those kind of a changes. So it is written that we neatly here or explore in detail. I can say low risk and repeatable, pre-approved, okay, documented, automatable. Automatable means every time it can be automatically update or patches through SSEM or whatever tool. So it can be done patching and all. So these are all key characters will help standard change to execute. So now what is the example? Example adding the user from Active Directory. Okay. And server operations, restarting non-critical application services, deploying security patches environment. Okay. And network update DNS entries in internal system. Hardware replacing end user laptop with the standard image. Okay. These all are called standard changes. Now let's come back. So define the standard change template. First, you have to get a standard change template. Okay. And get it approved from the CAP by the code. One time you have to get a standard change template and get it approved your standard change template. So next time you no need to go for a approval. Okay, it can be executed without any approvals. So there is no approval and CAP reviews and approves template initially. So one time approval, CAP will review and approve. After approval, can raise new standard change using the template without further approvals. Okay. So implementation follows document procedures from the template. Okay. So close implementation
Uh,
successful, the change can be closed.
Sir, your
Your
voice is
voice,
yeah.
your voice is not clear, sir.
So I hope you're able to see the document. You can also go through review, read through. So anyway, I will go ahead and explain one, okay, the practically, so that you will understand what is this. Okay, it's a just theory. Okay, you have to just go through it. Okay, so now let's go to our service now. Okay, so where do we create standard change? Here is the standard. When you type standard, okay, there are standard change, catalog, my proposal, open proposal, all templates. So all templates is nothing but previously somebody created templates or proposals. Okay. Suppose you want to open a new proposal, correct? So what you can go ahead and create a new proposal. So when you click new here, so this is the proposal. Proposal is, so it's a template, one-time template. Oh, wait, it is not responding. So this is a standard, correct? Suppose category, let's select category. Not sure, I'm not able to pick it. Wait, guys, I'm reconnecting my internet. Okay. I hope you are able to hear me. I'm back with. So this is my template.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
So this is my template. I am going to create MS patching weekly. Normally it will happen monthly. Okay. So this is MS patching monthly. So I don't need any category. If you need category, you can go ahead and select the category. Okay, standard change, server standard changes. Okay, template name, I can put MS patching. Okay, assignment group, server team will look right normal. So what is the description? MS patching on UAT systems. So why do you need monthly security patching? Correct. So what is short description? If you want short description, you can write MS patching. Okay, monthly security. So here you can write MS patching security monthly. Okay, so now what is the implementation plan? Deploy, DPLOY, deploy patches, install patches, restart server, check application server, check server status, check application status. So this is our routine implementation plan. Now, so this is backout plan. Before patching, taking full backup. In case of issue, restoring from backup. Okay, test plan again. So this is our test plan, correct? Check the server status. Okay. In case of if you need any more field, you can go ahead and add it here. Okay. So, but we don't need it this one till here it is enough. Okay. We are good to save it. So once you save this one, once you save or submit, so what will happen? It will first time you are going to request for a approval. Who will approve? Assignment group. It is asking you are not provided assignment justification. Where is the justification? Assignment group is here. Risk. So what is the error we are getting? Not provided assignment group justification, risk and impact analysis. Okay, it's here, right? Assignment group is, I will click this one. I don't need this one. I don't need this one. Okay. Okay, I will this one also. Service does justification, MS patching. Okay, no. Okay, save it. So first time only you would be doing this kind of a template preparation. Okay, next time onwards you no need to create this template. So now you have a two options. One is request for approval, one is cancel proposal. If you don't feel that you don't require, you can cancel it. If you want this template to be used, you can submit this one for a approval. So first time only it will go for a approval change manager. Okay. So once. Change manager approves, So this proposal is approved now, right? Now you cannot edit. Okay, this is fixed one. Okay, you can only use multiple times the same thing. So now where to go ahead and use it? So when you go change, when you type change, you have here, correct? Create new change. So here is pre-approved changes, correct? Model is only two is there. Here there is pre-approved. So where is our one? This one is ours, correct? So these all are the templates earlier they have created and they were using it every time. So now MS patching, whenever I click this one, you see here automatically all values are filled. All values are filled, correct? Why it is filled? Because we have a template. Okay. So now let's see whether you have a schedule. You have to have a schedule, correct? So for standard change also you have to have a schedule. In between so and so time you are going to execute it. So now you have to save it. Only schedule part you have to select, because every month you cannot have same time, right? So that is where you need to select the schedule. Now it is in which phase? New phase, correct? So suppose, because it doesn't require any approval, that is why it is directly showing. You can go ahead and click the schedule. Okay, if you click the schedule, so directly you don't need to go through access authorize, it will directly go to schedule. Okay, you can go ahead and implement this change by clicking implement. Okay, so now once implementation is done, correct? What you will do? You will do review. Once your review is done, what you can do? You can go ahead and close it, this change, correct? So during the close, you need to select some closer nodes and close it. So how it went this change? First it was in new, then new to directly schedule, then implement, then review and close, correct? In between access and authorize is not required for standard change. So this is the difference between your normal change and standard change. I hope I have given clarity, but rest of them you can go through here as a notes. Okay, there is a multiple notes I have prepared. I have given here. So I'm going to share yesterday's recording and today recording as well as the notes. Okay, so you can go through this one, and you need to practice a lot of things. These two changes: creating a change, creating a standard proposal, creating a standard change. Okay, multiple times you need to, at least 2-3 times you have to do, so that you will understand, at least for creating a change. So tomorrow what we will do is we will do the flow. So for any change there will be a flow, correct? So how we will see, we will create a flow, okay, our flow designer, and see how it is going to work for us. Okay, I hope I am given clarity till here.